Hi,
Hello.
everyone. Welcome to your Dance Teacher Potential channel. And we are here today ready with new tips. We're going to talk about props. Props are really important, really interesting, and really exciting, we found out, for the classes, especially of our little ones. We were discussing the subject a few days back, and I used to have a really love-hate relationship with props. I used to think that props were used in a classroom to take up time with the little ones. And so I had made a choice that I didn't want to use props and I only used the scarves at the end. And then throughout the years, I saw and learned from other amazing teachers how they were bringing out so much from their students with the props, especially the little ones, because there's so much awareness still that is not happening for them, that the prop is such a good guidance in the classroom to increase what they're taking out of the classroom, right?
Totally, totally. Because I think not only cognitively does it help them to like visualize what they need to do, but muscularly it helps them. It helps them find muscles that if they were just trying to do the exercise without the prop, they wouldn't be able to find. So it really enhances um, all the benefits.
One of the first encounters or one of the first benefits that I saw from the props was that little ones weren't really aware how to move in this space. So it would take me forever to be like, no, you go from here to here or do a diagonal. You know what a diagonal
Yeah,
is? Little ones look at you like you have five heads, of course, but then
yeah,
you don't need to spend any time explaining that. You grab a blue spot and you put it on the floor, and you grab another blue spot and you put it across, in a diagonal, and you say you're going from one side to the other, and you mentioned this is a diagonal. So slowly they're starting to figure out what's happening, but not necessarily having to learn what a diagonal is before
totally.
class, and they can move in the entire room through that diagonal, right?
Totally. Yeah, absolutely. And think of bean bags for posture and balancing, or maybe balls for balancing, or squeezing their muscles, or core work, throwing the ball even. Get creative and think, how can I use this for them to find their muscles without thinking about finding their muscles?
Yeah.
Because as adults, even we use, boozy balls, we use all sorts of contraptions, yoga blocks,
Right.
to enhance our movement and our muscular needs. So, kids are really no different.
Yes, to go deeper into the exercise because
Right,
they are still like getting acquainted with their arms and their legs and not sure how to use them or go from place to place.
right,
Um, I think the props make them excited. It's like a new thing that comes into the classroom. It's like, oh, what's that colorful thing? Because of course,
right.
props for our little ones are very colorful. So they are an exciting, fun item to bring in,
Yes,
and we
absolutely.
in our course go deeper into how to work with them because they can also become your enemy if you don't know how to guide them and what's rules to set and what boundaries on how to use the props, right? Because then the spots on the floor become frisbees, but they
Right.
don't have to be frisbees if you set up the standards of what it's going to happen with the prop and how they need to use them from the very first day.
Totally. Everything can be thrown.
Every
Unfortunately, everything can be turned into a game.
Yeah, but it's really, really exciting to see them, you can make a perfect circle around you and space them beautifully. If you get there early, you set up your spots, and then they know, they walk in the little tiptoes and they put their tushies on their spots and they know that. And it's almost like a comfort space for them where they're not in this. If you have a really big room where they don't know where they belong, they're like, oh, which color do you want? Sometimes that's helpful if someone's having a bad day, although that's also very tricky because you don't want everybody color because everybody's going
Right,
to want the same one.
right.
But it could be helpful if someone is having a hard time. I've also used them if a little one comes in and she doesn't want to come in. I'm like, do you want to pick a scarf? And you have a scarf for a little while and they can play with the scarf for 2 seconds before you begin class. And it's like kind of exciting to them.
Right, exactly. exactly. Or obstacle courses. If you choose to do an obstacle course at the end, you could
Mhm.
set that up visually and have them traveling in circles or jumping over mountains or flying through a tunnel or
Mhm.
hopping from one spot to a next.
Yes. So if you like this video and if you need more information on which props to use, where to get them, and which ones are our favorite props and questions about how to use them, you can subscribe to this channel and ask us any questions.
Yes, feel free to leave any comments. Also, anything else you want to see us talk about or any questions you have, make sure to comment and we will answer them and we will discuss. Thanks
Awesome.
for watching today. Make sure you like and subscribe to see more from us. We post every week, and we will see you next week.
All right. Bye, everyone.